Hi, here I have today on my bench is a Sonata, looks quite vintage fan. One I've had for some reason, I went to clean it, just disintegrated. My Grandma And Grandad very kindly gave me this. It's a few years old. My granddad wrote that at some point, service 6th of the 10th 09, so it's at least 16 years old. Problem I've got is the flex is very short for what I need. So I'm going to put a fresh one on that's a little bit longer, and I'll show you how I did that. I'll find out now, but I think it's just that one screw just there to get into it. I think they're just the legs, but I'll see in a second. No, I've just pulled on and it's not coming out, so I'm going to have to take 4 of them screws off. Right, now they're off, it should be fairly straightforward. All I need to do is unscrew those, take the earth off, green and yellow, take the neutral off the blue and the live off the red. Right, I found a piece of flex. I've got another piece, this one, which I bought for the fan in the greenhouse, which I'm going to do another video on. Unfortunately, I was going to do it today, but the sensors I bought don't work, and I didn't really want to waste that because it was a little bit too long. This piece, it's quite an old piece because I think it's about 75, 76. They changed the colours from red, which is now brown, black, which is now blue for neutral, that was alive by the way, and green for the earth, which is now green and yellow. However, it's PVC, there's no cracks in it, it's good condition, so I'm happy to use it. But if someone's not happy, I'd recommend getting a newer piece. Probably some millimetre on that. This should be fine. What's the millimetre? Doesn't say. Can't really see on that. It says 0.50 mil, so I'd go for that. It's about 1.0 mil. But that's going to do the job. Right, so get them connected. What I like to do for a better connection is just bend the wire over like that and then twist it, so it just connects a little bit better. Okay, that's now connected. Just tug on them just to make sure I haven't put them in loose. If you have, you just need to do them again, make sure they're more tight, and put that grip back on. The grip's now on, so I'm going to put the cover on and the legs for it, and then I'll do the plug. Right, this is the wiring of a UK plug. I think it's a few other countries. I know in Ireland they've got the same. I think even the Falklands Islands, which is a very long way from here, probably use the same, maybe Gibraltar. I think some Asian countries, I'm pretty sure India, Pakistan might have these. I might be wrong, I don't know. Anyway, you've got the blue there, which is your neutral on your left hand side. You've got the green and yellow, that's your earth to the top. And the brown, which is going to your live one with the fuse. But I'll show a wire up the older school colours to it. Right, the first thing I'm going to do with that knife is bend it over, lightly score it to expose the inner sheaths. Right, you need to make sure that the boxed in, i.e. needs to look like that. Reason being, if you had it like that, which I see a lot of people do, say that's going like that for a long time, eventually that could crack, exposing the, you know, the inner sheath, the copper. But if it's like that, you've still got that bit, you know, before anything happens. Always cut the live the shortest, neutral a little bit shorter, and the earth the longest. It's hard to tell on that, but again, like I did with the inside of the fan, get it in focus. I've doubled the wire around so it makes a better connection. Right, I'll get it connected up. Right, that's the plug done. So you got the black to the neutral on the left, plain green to the top earth, and red to the live and the fuse. I'm going to check that fuse in a minute. It's a 5 amp, but it might be alright with a 3 amp. I'll double check. Now if you want to do this completely by the book, I've noticed these days the plugs are that material, kind of like a hard plastic, and the pins are sheathed. They've been like that for a long time. I've got one here, seen before. The older style ones didn't have the pin sheathed. I mean, to be fair, I still use them, but they're not safe, because if you put your fingers to pull out under there, you're going to get a belt. So you're better off with that style. That's kind of like a sort of plate material, the best way to describe it, which I'd say is fine if it's plugged in a lot and it's stationary, but on a power tool, say like a drill like that, you know, it's constantly getting thrown about, it'd probably crack eventually, which is not going to be good. So I'll check that fuse, get the cover on. Right, when I went to see the wattage, realised I got the cover the wrong way around, but I've sorted that now. With the fuses, anything between up to 750 watts off the top of my head is 3 amp. Up to 1200 watts you need a 5 amp. On up to 3 kilowatts, 3000 amps is your 13 amp. Okay, I'm going to put a 3 amp in that and get the cover on. Right, that's the 3 amp fusing, which is like a pinky colour. The 5 amp normally black, like a sort of dark blue, and the 13 amps brown normally. Okay, get this cover on. Right, it's plugged in. 1 speed works. It's only 2 speed this one, which isn't great, but it's September now. We're not having this Indian summer here in England, so I'll worry about that next year. And that one's working. So what I'll do now is give it a quick clean up, shove it in my room. Right, that's it back in my room. I probably won't need to use it till next year, but it's there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.